Hi and welcome back to Larand Gaming, and if you are new to the channel, welcome. I am Larand, and yes, in this episode I will actually cover something related to this Christmas update, because I was planning to do a big Christmas update video. However, there was so many returning items, so I didn't really want to sound like a broken record. However, there are two new items that I haven't covered on my channel before, and I just felt like I need to cover them, of course. They are limited, so they are only here during Christmas, and that's also why it's, well, for me it's important to have them covered, because, yeah, why not? One of them is here in Port Jackson, and the other one is over in Timeless Tides, but we're gonna start over in Port Jackson. We're gonna go into Finn's supply shop and we're gonna spend some gems. So under spears, here we have a limited item that I don't own. It's the Crystaline spear. Cool. Expensive. Damage 1000. Specialty freezes the target for 2 seconds. And yeah, alright, 20,000 gems. As for this recording, it's gonna be available for another 5 days. So grab the opportunity if you are interested to have this in your collection, or if you plan to also just use it as a regular spear. And I assume with all spears it will not work against armored sharks, but we're also gonna go and test that out. So there we go, 20,000 gems. I'm starting to run low, I see. And we're gonna go and check what it actually looks like. So here we have it, the crystalline spear. It's actually dark outside, so that's cool, since I want to see if things glows. So we have special effects on it, absolutely, no doubt. I have actually not seen it in action, so it's the first time I will see if it has a trail or not. It has some kind of trail. It's not really that clear together with the snow, so I assume it's this effect that you have around the spear that is causing that trail effect. So it's not really maybe like a real trail, but it leaves something behind at least. We're gonna throw it into a tree, no special sound, no special effects. And we're gonna go over in the dark to see if something emits any light or has neon textures. So nothing that emits any light, but you can clearly see the tip of the spear, because that is what I assume is a neon texture. Alright, we're gonna go over to Timeless Tides, because we also need to, well, actually we're gonna try it here first. It has a freeze effect, and the thing is, I'm not gonna use the narwhal, because then I won't get attacked. We're gonna change it to a shark instead, and here we have a shark instead. That's way better to hunt with. So we're gonna find something. We actually have thunderstorm right now, so we could actually see some hammerheads. With 1000 damage, we don't see this freeze effect on any of these targets, so really no benefit to have that effect here. Gonna see if we can find some hammerheads, because I do believe that they are here somewhere. That's the regular orcas with 700 hit points. Yeah, that's actually a lot of orcas. It's not like an AoE freeze effect, so nothing that is nearby will freeze it. And since the orcas only have 700 hit points, it's, well, the specialty doesn't really work here at all. But we're gonna try to find some hammerheads, because I do think they are here somewhere. Oh yeah, here we have them. They came in from the side. Alright, so we're gonna try it against the hammerheads then instead. And let's see what happens. So it's supposed to freeze the target. It did froze the target. I don't really see the benefit of having one of many hammerheads being frozen, because that will basically separate them from the group, and that will make the battle actually, I would say, more challenging. So having a frozen hammerhead, no real benefit, at least not in the way I hunt. And I would assume that we get the same kind of effect over in Timeless Tides also. But as for a spear here, I don't really see the biggest benefit of having this freeze effect. However, the damage is good, so it does one-shot the most targets, except for the hammerheads, of course. Alright, so let's go to Timeless Tides now instead. And here we are in Timeless Tides in Smuggler's Bay. We're gonna go and do the same. We're gonna keep the spear and we're gonna go and find some other sea creatures that we can hunt and see how it performs here. Way better weather here, by the way. And let's see, what do we have? It's actually an armored shark. That's good. We're gonna see if we get the shield symbol. Yeah, we got a shield symbol and it doesn't freeze anything. So against these ones, this spear is, well, I would say pretty much useless. And we gonna see if we can find something else here. The piranhas, I don't think I can benefit of frozen one piranha when you have several, because the way I hunt, if you have seen the videos before, I group them up by driving like a circle around the targets and then I jump down. So I can group them together like this. There's actually a seal here also. Nice. But that's the way I have done it before. And if I freeze one of them, it's not really gonna help me. It's gonna make things worse. So not really any benefit, I believe. So if I throw the spear, did anything froze? Oh yeah, so the piranha did freeze. I'm gonna die, by the way. I was just watching that piranha. That piranha froze, but that also made the group split and made the targeting much more difficult. So I think I'm pretty satisfied with that result. I'm not gonna do any more tests with that spear. And yeah, if you like free... Oh, wait a minute. Yes, 25 gems. I need those. I'm starting to run low. But yeah, I don't really think and I don't see the real benefit of having actually one target out of many targets being frozen. And this freeze effect, it doesn't work against Moby Wood or anything like that. So yeah, that's the Crystaline spear. But then we have the axe. Let's see. We also have an axe here. Where is it? New. Here we have it. So that's another 20,000 gems. I'm soon out of gems. This one has more damage 1500, and with the same specialty. So more damage than the spear, but this one I assume will now also work against the armored sharks. We're gonna buy it. This one is also limited, and as of this recording you have a little bit more than 5 days until it gets removed. It's smaller than I was expecting it to be, but yeah, we're gonna go into the free camera. So it looks like this. Very, very cool looking axe, I must say. It has, I think it actually, could it have glow effects? I'm gonna go in here maybe. Nothing that emits any light. It's very dark in here. I don't even know where I am. Oh, okay, I'm behind a house. But really nice neon effects. So we're gonna test the axe for a trail. And there is a trail effect. It looks kind of unique, I must say. Need to go and see what it actually looks like. I'm gonna see if we can get a little bit of height to it. So it is up here. It's, well, it is a trail, no doubt. Pretty cool. Cool, unique effect. I haven't seen that effect before. Alright, need to go and find some armored sharks. We need to just verify that we actually can hurt the armored sharks. And here we have the armored sharks. Let's see. So it did a hit, didn't do any damage though. Try it again. Yeah, okay, so it did a hit. It did freeze the target. Need to do some more tests here. So it did freeze the target and it seems to block also the other shark. That's okay, I suppose, because that could give you a little bit more time when you hunt. So if you aim for the one that is closest to you, it might actually be able to block some of the other sharks. If it's efficient or not, I'm not really sure. And as for axes, they also go through targets, so you can hit targets behind. This is not like 100% accurate. I did videos before on a different axe, and in slow motion it well, it sort of was a little bit misleading. When the axe went through, it felt like it was bouncing because it didn't really visually hit the second target, but it was registering as a hit on that target. I don't really know for sure actually, but it works, and that's, well, I would say good enough for me. It's a very high damage axe for sure. But as for hunting like I normally do with piranhas, I do think I'm gonna end up with problems if I freeze just one of the targets. It's something negative for me, so I don't really like this freeze effect, to be honest. So to summarize these items, I would say definitely this axe is much better than the spear. It has the same specialty, however this one does more damage. So I don't really see a reason why you would want to buy the spear. But of course, if you are a collector, that's a different story. But this axe is, I think it's an okay axe. When it comes to my hunting technique, when it comes to the piranhas, it doesn't really apply and work well in those cases. So that's why I'm not gonna use it, but it doesn't mean that you can't use it and have fun with it. So, in any case, that was all I had for you today. If you do have any questions or comments about this, please put them below. Like this video if you would like to see more content from Fishing Simulator. Please subscribe and yes, have a nice day. Bye everyone.